We really do have all we need to graph this function without the benefit of Desmos. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the asymptote behavior. What happens as our x values get close to these critical points, these vertical asymptotes right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a chart. On the one hand, I'm going to approach -2 from below. That's what that arrow means, from below. And the next one, I'm going to approach -2 from above. On this one, I'm going to approach 2 from below. And on the last one, I'm going to approach 2 from above. And this is what I mean. I wonder what happens as I get real close to -2 from this side. That means that's what I mean from below. So I'm coming at -2. So let's take -2.1. You know, a number fairly close to -2, but still something that we know will work. -2.1 is going to be, when I square it, it's going to be a number bigger than 4. 2.1 times 2.1 is 4.2 something, and it's going to be bigger than 4, and it's going to be positive because the negative cancels out when you multiply times itself. So that -2.1 squared is bigger than 4. 4 minus 4 is positive, but this -2, this is -2 something. You know, this is going to be close to -12. -12 minus 17 is a bigger negative number. A negative divided by a positive is going to be negative. That means that this is coming up from negative infinity. And I'm going to put that diagram there. What that means is as I come from this side, I'm going to be heading down. I've got to be able to go down below where the whiteboard is. That means that my graph is going to do that. Remember, it's bound by this slant asymptote. It can't be up here. It has to be down here because it goes down. Practice. You'll see it. As I come from above, -2 above, this is going to be a number that is, when I square it, is going to be less than 4, so it's going to be negative. I'm sorry, the negative, the smaller than -2 from above is like -1.9. Square it, I'm going to get a little less than 4. So that number -4 is going to be negative. This top is negative. A negative divided by a negative is positive, so this means that I'm coming from positive infinity as I come here. You're going to, well, you'll see what happens. 2, and watch this video again and again to try to get the hang of what I'm doing. And your book tells it pretty well too. Now I'm going to go to this asymptote here where x is equal to 2. I'm coming from below, so I'm coming from a number that's less than 2, let's say 1.9, but positive 1.9. Positive 1.9 squared is going to be a number less than 4, so this denominator is going to be negative. This numerator is going to be about 12 minus 17. It's going to be negative. A negative over a negative is positive, so I have a positive infinity here. Finally, 2 from above, this number is going to be positive because it's a number slightly bigger than 2. A number slightly bigger than 2 squared is a slightly bigger number than 4. So this is going to be positive. 6 times 2, this is going to be negative. A negative over a positive is negative. So we have that. The only other thing I know is that this point here, I know this y-intercept because when x is 0, well, this whole thing, when x is 0, oops, when x is 0, this is not minus 5. The numerator is, but the denominator, this is minus 5 over minus 4 is 5/4, positive 5/4, so it's going to be up here 5/4, so it's going to be about right there. So this is what I'm going to draw. Very little bit here. This is going to go back down. This guy starts at positive infinity, goes through here, and back up to positive infinity. That's what that tells me. And finally, this guy to negative infinity means that it's going to come and go down like that. So my line, and you can check it on Desmos, is going to look something like this. The slant asymptote and the two vertical asymptotes dictate the behavior of this. My asymptote behavior in this chart tells me what's happening here, 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 and here. Study it, practice it, do some more. I will help.